Hello friends, I hope everybody's doing well. Okay, so in this video we're going back to work on the 1957 Gravely, and I bought all the parts for it and to finish it up or to get it near done. So in the meantime, in between videos, I was able to clean up the storage here somewhat. I took the two snow plows off the plow Gravelies. I took the dual wheels off. I was able to put the two Gravelies all the way forward, side by side, and then we have the rest of the tractors here. I put the cultivator on the 61 Postal because I'll show you what we're going to be doing in one of the videos in the future, what I want to do here. And also around the side here, I showed you in one of the videos for those who follow me, I had a whole bunch of junk on the side here. What it was a bunch of lawnmower decks that were rotted out, cracked, whatever, and I wanted to just strip off the height adjusters, the wheels, and whatever. I did do that somewhat. Back there right now I have the Gravely trailer and a couple other little implements back there. There goes Pablo, the feral kitten there. Yeah, so I was able to put everything out front by the highway, and within 24 hours somebody picked up the scrap metal. So I got rid of a whole bunch of stuff there like that. Okay, so the problem I'm having here is that there's a valley right here, and then it goes uphill here, and then it goes back uphill here. I just want to take the rototiller and just dig into some of this dirt here and level it out, because I think it was with the 57 Gravely when I was keeping it on the side here, I couldn't even get up this hill. I was pulling it back. I didn't have it running and I was going crazy, so I want to try to level this off some. Okay, so on the second project, on the last video, I believe it'll be the last video that you've seen, I was complaining about the handlebar being bent. I have this big heavy duty pipe here with a hollow inside, and it just barely fit over the handle, so I was able to bend the handle back with the pipe. Now I've done it a couple of times before, and I remember once it cracked the handle and broke the handle off, because I think they are just cast iron handles. This is the bag full of all the parts I bought, and I'll get the parts on the table and show you that. So if you remember in the previous video, this handlebar was bent really bad, so I put the pipe on the end here. It was a pretty long pipe, and I just kept on moving the pipe, and I was able to straighten the handle back out, so I'm pretty thrilled with that right now. So what I'm going to do with this tractor here is, this tractor, the second build here, has to go on the back burner for now. This is how I do things. I jump around. I just wanted to make sure this thing would run before we would carry on any further. That's why we didn't get the 1957 project done. So what I did so far is I just hooked up the battery here, and I'm just going to drive it in the back. But I do want to do a cold start on it, since we put the carburetor on it and adjusted the carburetor. It's ice cold. I didn't try to start this up yet, so I'll get the camera set up and we'll give it a start. I'll put this one back where it belongs, and then off camera I'll get the 57 back out and into this work area right here. Okay, so I'm just going to do the cold start and let it run a minute or so, and then I'm going to shut the camera back off, and then I'll get back to you after I situate the 57 Gravely in this spot here. Okay, so we'll turn the gas on. I have to readjust the throttle rod now, because when I bent the handle back up, it moved the adjustment, but no big deal. It's good enough for now. And we still got a lot of work to do left on this. So I have the fuel on. I choked it. It has the manual choke. It doesn't have a choke cable, as I mentioned in the last video. actually hear the generator working. Okay, so yeah, I'll be back to you soon. Okay, so I bought the positive cable. It's 36 inches long. I think it's supposed to be about 32 or 33. This is the closest thing I could find. So I might have to cut this battery cable end off and shorten the cable a little bit. And I bought some top terminals here. I like to always have extra anyway. I bought everything over at Tractor Supply. And I bought the battery hole down here for it. And also I picked up 3 quarts of oil. That's about all it'll take. And I bought this Purolator filter here. This is the number here, but I can't read it off to you. I usually like to use Fram filters. The PH8A is the longer version, or you could use a PH16, which is the shorter version. And the cross reference was for the PH16, the shorter one here. But I normally like to put the longer filters on, but I had no choice. You don't have any choice lately. I had to mix match the oils to make it to be like 1030 as it was. So far what I did was, we're going to put the battery hole down in first. And what I did was I drilled out the pilot holes here, because I think we're going to have to drill them out to either just a quarter. The rods are a 1/4 inch. Okay, so you might have to make them a little longer because they're J-hooks. And this one here was a little bit of a pain here. I used a self-tapping screw. Works the best for me. I did have to take the air cleaner off because I had to drill in from this way here. So I'm going to get set up and I'll show you how to pick the, well, this is how I picked the drill bit out. What you want to do is use the index here. Okay, so what you would do is take a drill out. There's a drill out over here, and what you do is just stick the piece that, you know, like the J hook, to see what size it is. You can use the index by sticking the J hook through the hole here. This is how you'll know, or just read the thing. I know it's a 1/4 inch, or just read what size drill bit it is, but that's how I do it. So let me just see if I can get us set up. I'll drill the holes out the rest of the way and we'll mount. Thing runs good, backs up good and everything. So that's the second project going on the back burner for now. So I just cover it and forget about that. I took the negative cable off that. The cable was in good shape, but it had a new battery terminal, and I probably did that when we did the 54 Gravely. So I just took the other one, the other ground off the one we're working on right now, and threw it on there for now, and I started it up and backed it in, and that's it. Now we'll get to this other one in a minute. Okay, so I'm drilling these holes out about the next size up from a 1/4 inch, and hopefully that'll be all right. Do this one first, maybe. This is an awfully small hole here. I'll start with a smaller drill bit and work our way out. Yeah, these Harbor Freight drill bits are crap. Maybe I'll use this one first. I don't know if I can go right to the other side. Do we want to drill it out yet? It's alright. It's supposed to rain for the next 2 days. They said it's supposed to start again this afternoon, but knowing the weather, people will probably start raining sooner. Friends, buy good drill bits. Don't mess around with this junk. This should have been done already. I took the mower deck off so I could open the hood all the way so we could drill this out. Okay, let's see if we can do. I gotta blow that off from there. We should be able to set the J hooks in there now. This one went. I'll cut the excess off on the top here once we get the battery mounted. I would have liked to have shorter rods here, but can't get the one to go in here. Maybe I can tap it in a little bit. Okay, that's good. Okay, so you want to make sure you center the battery on here the best you could. See this flimsy crap? I don't like it. I had to put it on the 67. I think I bought it from, I don't like these. The ones I bought from Napa are solid metal. And those are the ones that I really like, but I guess they made these so they're universal. You could actually stretch the rubber to make it fit. And then the only thing left is to throw the wing nuts on here. So that'll be pretty cool. And then we'll work on the, I'll bolt this up, I'll cut off the excess, and then we'll work on the cables next. Okay, so I put the negative cable on and I ran it down here, and the handle bolt, I took the handle bolt out and just mounted the cable here. Okay, so I cut these stems down. They were way too high. The hood wouldn't close at all, but I'm having a problem with the hood here now. It's like not closing all the way, and I checked where we put this J hook on. Oh, and by the way, always put the J hook so it's sticking out this way and not inside, otherwise you'll puncture the battery or it'll wear through the battery. I'll show you on this side here. Always have the J hook where it hooks down below here like this. If you put it the other way, like I said, eventually the battery will rub right through it. Okay, so like I said, I cut these stems. I cut them too much, actually. I mean, they're okay, but the hood is a problem now. I don't know why. I didn't bend anything down here. I did have a problem with the hood mount. I had to remount the hood. I don't know. I have no idea. Okay, so let's put the positive cable on it, and at the end of doing this 57 Gravely here, I'm going to tally up exactly how much money we put into it between buying it and the brush hog here. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to hook up the positive cable on this, and we're going to start it up, and I want to see if this works, how this works, if it's working or not, the brush hog here. And then, I don't know, I'll see how much video there is so far today on this. So maybe we'll just test it. And then I'll just change the oil off camera. I'll let this run real good while we're testing the brush hog on it. And I think you saw on one of my videos that the differential bolt, the very bottom one, which you won't be able to see, that's how you drain the oil. And also what I do is with the oil filter on these Gravely's, I don't do it with my own SUV or anything, but I always like to fill the brand new filter up with oil before I put it on. And alright, so let me get set up and we'll throw that positive cable on. Okay, so there was really nothing to see here, but I had to put a bend on the connector here. I had to bend it so it stays away because it was grounded. The positive side was grounding out, so I took the cable back off and I stuck in the vise, and I just put a bend on here so this part here wouldn't ground out against anything. And then I just ran it along here like you should. The only thing I don't like is the cable is too long here. But I really hate to cut this brand new cable, you know. But it's not too bad though. I've seen worse. That'll be all right. So we're okay with that. So I'll get set up and we'll do a cold start here, and we'll just test this mower deck to see if it works, and then we just might end it there. I'll see how much video how much video I made already here. So I'll be right back to you. We'll do a cold start and everything, and we'll test this thing. I'm just gonna turn it on. I'm not gonna cut no grass with it. So let's see how a cold starts. Now I forgot to check if there was gas in it. Hardly. I think there's enough gas to do what we have to do here. Yeah, see? This bouncy crap. I don't know what it is. It's the frame, because nothing's hitting. I don't get this. I don't know. I just don't know. So we'll see how the cold start goes here. Forgot to push the choke down. I'm gonna pull it up here so we don't sling any rocks around. It works pretty good, but one stupid thing that I forgot to do is to check to see if there's any fluid in it. Yeah, I forgot to check that. But at any rate, it works. It's not gonna hurt it if you run it a little bit with any fluid in it. Shouldn't hurt it, but yeah, it seems to run smooth too. This one seems to run smoother than the one we have here that we use all the time. I might have to do the old switcheroo. I don't know, we'll see. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to scrub this down real good. And then we're going to grease the one fitting, change the fluid. I told you there was 2 brush hogs. One didn't have a blade. And this is the one that didn't have the blade, but it had all the guards on it. So I put that one on. The blade seemed to be sharp, pretty sharp enough, good enough on it. So I think we may end this one here, and then we'll work on the mower deck. And in the meantime, I'm going to change the oil too on this. And Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one, and take care.